Recording in progress.
Right, and good morning, everyone. Sitting in yesterday's session, we discussed some reverse pseudo column examples we completed. And next one is Carval and Nextval. We started, guys. Carval and Nextval. So Carval means, guys, it returns current sequence value. First of all, what is the meaning of sequences and where can exactly use it? The sequences main functionality to generate sequence of numbers automatically means if any time any database column to generate a number automatically, then to use sequences means on that column we can add sequence we can add. And also the sequences are supports two pseudo columns. One is Carval, next one is the Nextval. What is the meaning of Carval? It returns current sequence value. Nextval means it returns coming generated sequence value. We have the two pseudo columns. And also by using sequences, we can generate the sequence of numbers only. Alphabets are not possible. Alphabets means A, B, C, D. If you want to generate this type of sequence of alphabets, not possible. Okay. Sequences supports only numbers supported. So what is the meaning of the sequence syntax? Create sequence name means your total sequence body saved with one name. And start with value, guys. Start with value means the sequence is started with how much? Means I want to generate the sequence of numbers from 1 onwards. Then start with 1. Or else I want to generate the sequence of numbers 100 onwards. Then start with 100. That is the start with. Next, minimum value. We'll discuss later about this. Increment by value. Increment by value means, okay, start with 100. Next, how much I want increment? 1. Okay, increment by 1. Then 100, 101, 102, 103, just like coding. And up to how much value you should be generate. The max limit. That is called the max value, how much. Okay, means I want to generate the sequence numbers up to 1000. We can do 1000. That is, guys. And what about this cache or no cache? Cache means it is a cache buffer. It allocated runtime. Runtime, the buffer is allocated. That is called cache memory. We can call it. In operating system concept, it comes. Cache memory. The memory is allocated runtime. So once you give the cache, suppose you give 20 KB. Suppose 20 KB means 20 kilobytes. I give the size for cache buffer is 20 kilobytes. Then what happens? See, in this example, you can understand easily what about the cache and no cache. Create sequence. Sequence name is ENO underscore sequence. Start with 1, increment by 1. Minimum value 1, increment by 1. Max value 5. Cache 20 KB. No cycle. This is the example, suppose. Okay, start with 1, max increment by 1, up to I want to generate the sequence numbers up to 5. Okay. So once you give cache 20 KB means internally in our database now 20 kilobytes memory allocated. 20 kilobytes memory allocated. So the sequence numbers first pre-generated. Sequence numbers are pre-generated means start with 1, Increment by 1, max value 5 na, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First cache memory is allocated 20 KB and your sequence numbers are generated. Right. After that, once you use the sequence on any database column, the data is taken from cache buffer. Okay. Suppose here I try to insert data, insert into EMTDB. Values of generally what you provide in employee number now, instead of this employee number, I provide ENO underscore SEQ.next value. This employee name here I am providing. Then what happens? So the sequence value is taken from cache buffer. One is taking. Okay. Suppose if you try to insert one more records, guys. Stop. Not 2 is taking. Next 3 is taking. 4 is taking. 5 is taking. Just like only. Okay, guys. So this is called cache 20 KB. Suppose we are giving no cache. No cache means this type of memory is not allocated, sir. Not allocated. Okay. Once you use this sequence, next well, data is taken from this sequence. Every time the sequence is executing and the next value is taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is taking. That is no cache. But once you give the cache, then performance is good. Okay. Right. Next one is no cycle. Cycle or no cycle. What's the meaning of this cycle? Suppose max will write how much? 5, na? 5 records are inserted. 5 records are inserted. I try to insert 6th record. Suppose 6th record means your sequence value reached max, right or wrong? When the sequence value becomes 6 now it reaches max value. Then what happens now? Once you give this cycle, again start with the minimum value. Again 6th record is taking 1, 7th record 2, 8th record 3. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like what it is cycling. Once you give this one. So you provide no cycle. No cycle means what happens? After inserting 5 records, if you try to insert 6th record, then you will get error message. That is, guys. That means no cycle means don't repeat the sequences value. 99% no cycle preferred. Okay. First thing. Now, this is the complete syntax explanation of about sequences. Now, here in this we have some optionals also is about. What are the optionals? Minimum value is optional. Max value is optional. Cache no cache is optional. And cycle no cycle also is optional. That is, guys. Okay. All these are optionals, not a mandatory. Then what happens, sir? If you are not given, then what happens? C. No. By default, minimum value is optional and it takes by default 1. By default 1. Okay. Max value is optional and it takes unlimited. Because if you are not specified in limit now, then what happens? Unlimited. Minimum value 1 by default and the max value unlimited. So by default no cache and no cycle. By default, guys. And minimum cache buffer size is 2 KB. If you declare cache buffer size, the minimum 2 KB, guys, 2 kilobytes. Minimum 2 kilobytes. These are the sequences rules actually. Okay. Right. The employee number is a sequence name. Any name we can take, no issue. But here I am taking understand purpose one. Here I given EID underscore SEQ. Start with 1, minimum value 1, increment by 1, max value 5, no cashier, no cycle. Okay, guys. Now here first I want to create the sequence in our database. Or is on M by Tiger. Set 900, set basis 100, set num 6. Okay, guys. Right. Yes, by default, Lakshmi, that is by default the sequence value by default 2 KB minimum. That is minimum 2 KB. Okay, that is minimum cache buffer is 2 KB. Okay, right. First, I create the sequence. Here, minimum cache buffer size is 2. If you declare cache buffer, minimum 2 KB minimum. Right here, a sequence is created, guys. Now I want to create the table first of all. Guys, what is the difference between delete truncate? What is the difference between delete truncate, delete drop, truncate drop? These are important questions, guys. Differences between delete truncate, truncate drop, and drop delete. These are important questions. Okay. Right. Now here I'm creating the table first of all. So create the table. Create table. Table image employee DB of EID number of rename bracket of table create. Okay, now here I'm inserting data, guys. Okay, sequence name is EID, na? Sequence name is EID underscore SEQ, right? This is okay. First statistic. Check your table. Is it asking employee ID here? No. By default, it's taking 1, 2. In SQL Server, it is called as identity we are using. In SQL Server, we are using identity. A sequence is also supported by SQL Server, guys. But identity also supported. But identity is not suitable for all. Okay? Okay, that is in SQL Server concept. Now here in Oracle, we are using sequences. Right, guys. Now I'm inserting third record, guys. How much sequence value? 3, 3, 4, 5. Right around. Now I'm inserting 6 record, guys. 6 record right now I'm inserting. Is it accepted? No. Because we are giving no cycle. Observe this. We got error. Sequence exceeds max value. you got X. Okay, guys. This is okay. Sequence, Suresh, what you're asking, sir, what's the difference between sequence and row ID? Row ID generated by system automatically, we cannot generate. That is system defined ID. Okay. We cannot see directly in the database table. Okay. We cannot generate row ID, sir. That is generated by system automatically. Means inside the database, no, a database is maintaining. Suppose you create one database, guys. That you try to start one project, bank application project. In real time, what happens? The first for bank application, one in the bank application, one database is created, guys. That is called bank DB created. So what this DB contains? The DB contains different users. This is called database. Okay. So each and every database. Then one minute. So bank database I create. So in the database now, we have the different types of users are there. Different types of users. Admin user is there, customer user is there, employee user is there. These are the users, guys. These are the users. Okay, guys. These are the users. Okay. And each user contains different types of tables. Right or wrong? Admin user contains bank master table and customer master table. Okay. Different tables contains admin user and FD master table. This one. The customer contains different tables it contains. There is a bank transaction table or something. So here what happens? These are the different tables. These are the users inside the bank database, and each user contains different types of tables it contains. Okay. Now each and every table contains records now. So each and every record, you should be specify one unique ID, sir. Inside the tables, so inside the users in database, we have the multiple tables, multiple records are there. Each and every record, you should be maintain one unique ID. By using row ID, it is. Okay, na? That is generated by system automatically. So in that row ID, what it contains? It contains some database ID, user ID, table ID, record ID. It contains. I discussed that it contains block ID, file ID, record ID. Na? That is a row identification number. Understand? But sequence is different, Suresh. Sequence is different. Sequence means we can generate value on particular column. Okay? Right. Next, Dharni, what you're asking, sir, why are giving next val instead of car val? See, what the next val definition? Next val means coming generated sequence value, right or wrong? Here we specify already. Coming generated sequence value. One is taking, next coming generate how much? 2. Next coming 3. Next coming 4. You want to generate this type of number. That's why you can give next value. Suppose each and every time you give only car value only, then what happens? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Car value means current value. It is not incrementing. Next value means then only it is incrementing sequence value. Car value means present status of your cursor. How much sequence value? Suppose 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 taking enough. Okay, that is the difference between car value and next value. Alright, guys. Now, how to increment a sequence? How to increment sequence max value? How to change? How to alter? how to change or how to modify, not increment, how to change or modify sequence max. How to change or increment sequence max. Now, alter sequences. Alter sequence. EAD underscore SEQ, max value 10. Yes, it is changed to 10. Now you can increment, now you can insert. See, because I changed it to max value. So this is the sequence main functionality, guys. Sequence main functionality. And also, to see the status of the sequence, means up to how much sequence value generated I want to see. I forget. No, I want to see. See, simple. Select EID underscore SEQ dot server from here. Up to sequence value generated up to 6. Up to 6 it is generated. Right. Now, to create a bank account numbers in the foreign cloud. For example, SBA1, SBA2, SBA2, SBA1, SBA2, SBA3, and so on. It is. How to generate? Is it possible? Generally not possible because sequence supports only numbers. This is the alphanumeric data, not supported, sir. We cannot generate, but we can generate by using one logic. See, number generated, 1, 2, 3, right or wrong? Yes. SB is a constant or not? SBI is a constant. SBI is the constant. Right. How it is? Simple you can generate. Suppose insert into bank underscore master values of bank. Suppose I create sequence. Sequence name is ACNO underscore SEQ. That is called account number sequence. ACNO underscore SEQ dot next value, comma, some customer name. Okay, na? Account opening date, today date, account type is savings account, 1,000 rupees opening balance. But sequence, once you use this sequence, ACNO underscore SEQ next value means 1, 2, 3, 4 is taking, but I want to generate SBA1, SBA2. So from this sequence value, simply we can add SBI, you can add. How to add? By using concatenation. This is guys. So SBI concatenation 1. How much? SBI 1. See, SBI concatenation sequencer right now 1 na? 1 generated na? How much? SBI 1. So here we can generate the type of numbers. Okay. Right. This is the complete sequences. But where the sequences are stored? To see the created sequences names. Select a star from user underscore sequences. One sequence is created here under the SQ. Minimum value 1, max value 10, increment by 1, no cache, no cycle. Last sequence number 7. Okay, now guys. This is the to see the sequences, user underscore sequences. Right, guys. Next, dropping sequences. Drop sequence, so here underscore sequence. Yes, your sequence is dropped. If it is not required, then you can drop. But I drop the sequence. Okay. But inside the table already I have 6 records, sequence generated 6 numbers. Now I want to drop the sequence. These sequence numbers also dropped. No sir. Sequence generated, it should in database. Once the sequence generated value, it is saved in database table now. We cannot roll back. Okay. So sequence and ID value, no relation. The relation is up to generate number only. Once the number is inside in database, no. So there is no communication between sequence and inserted values. Okay. So once you drop the sequence, only sequence is dropped only. Only sequence is dropped only. This is called sequences, guys. This is a complete sequences concept. So these are total pseudo columns, guys. Okay. Guys, all these are important pseudo columns topic. Do the practice well. Okay. Roedi, Ronam, Leville, Carvel, next val. Those are. Right, guys. So the next one is so next topic is joins, guys. Or next topic, joins. Joins, combining. Joins means combining. See guys, so from SQL starting to till date, we are writing some queries. You are writing some queries by using select statement. But what you write the queries, the data is taken from. We write the queries and we are fetching data from only single table, right or wrong? What are the queries you write down by using group by having a where clause, what it may be, you are fetching the data from single table only, right or wrong? Either in subquery also, in subquery we are fetching data from one table, in outer query we are fetching data from another table. But at a time we are not fetching. At a time we are not fetching. Okay. But by using joins, it is possible to fetching data from multiple tables in single query. Here no subquery concept. In single query, in single select statement, we are fetching data from more than one table. It is possible by using these joins. Why are fetching, sir? Why are fetching the data multiple tables? Because data is available in corresponding tables now. Yes, it is available, guys. But one simple example. Suppose today I did automation of institute. I did automation of our Narendra State Institute. Suppose. So we really create one table, guys. What the table we created? Suppose student table we created. What it contains? Student ID, na? Student ID, student name, student ID, student name, and mobile number, address, course ID, course name. Okay. And next one is course ID, course name, batch ID. Which batch? And batch ID, batch timings, and faculty ID, faculty name, faculty ID, faculty name, room ID, okay, location. Next one, room ID, location. Next, student fee structure, suppose. How much amount you paid, fee structure, and reasons. Suppose here just I declare only few columns only. Okay, na? Right. So it contains some data, it contains. Good. I inserted some 100 records, I inserted. 20 records, 100 records, I inserted. Okay, fine. I want to display student ID, student name, batch ID, batch timings, faculty name, how much amount he or she paid. This is the method. All these columns are available inside this table, right? Yes, it is available, sir. Okay, once you execute this query, will take some time, sir. Why? Because your table contains 20 columns, suppose. I want to display out of 20 columns, here I am displaying only 6 columns data. But at the time of searching, what happens? At the time of searching, each and every column value, each and every record is searching. Then it displays output. Means remaining 14 columns. I won't display only 6 columns. What about the remaining 14? Actually, 14 columns are only to check. Right or wrong? Yes. But internally searching is going. Then what happens? Performance issue, first of all. It decreases performance while display the output. First one. And also, if the table contains single table contains all columns, then duplicate ID also possible. Duplicate ID means actually student ID is the S1, S2, S3. Student ID is not a duplicate, guys. Right or wrong? Student ID should be unique. But one student is joined, suppose batch ID 001. Okay, batch timing 7 AM. One student is joining, suppose C language 002 code. Okay, na 8 AM. Now third student is joining again Oracle batch 001 7 AM batch. Then what happens, guys? Duplication of data is possible. Right or wrong? Yes. Means if you try to insert a record now, then data redundancy is possible. Duplication of data is possible. Not only these also becomes duplicates. Right or wrong? Yes. Up to here, from here to here, duplicates are coming. So when the duplicate is coming, what happens now? Actually, duplicates not required, na? Why are you inserting duplicate records? Not required. So if you want to reduce this data redundancy to improve the performance, then we can split these tables. We can split this table into multiple tables. Okay, this table I take divided into multiple tables. I want to divide. Once you divide into multiple tables, then there is no duplication. Duplication of data is not possible. How it is? By using normalization technique. By using normalization technique, we can split your table into multiple tables. Okay, right. Now we discuss later about the normalization. Now here, how to split this table? First one is student ID, one column, one table. This is called student master table. Student master table. Next, I create a course table, course underscore database. Course underscore DB. What it contains, guys? Course ID and course name. Course ID, course name. Next, batch timings. Batch. What it contains? Batch ID, batch name. That batch is belongs to which course? Course ID. Okay. Next one is faculty table. Faculty database. What it contains? Faculty ID, faculty name, and faculty teaches which course? Course ID. This is. Next, rooms. Room ID and location. Next one is fees. Fees means what it contains? Student ID. Okay, transaction date, how much amount, and remarks. See, guys, above table, we divide into 5 tables, guys. 6 tables. Oh, 6 tables we divided. Now, each individual table, how many columns it contains? Max 3 columns only, 3 or 4. So, when the table contains less number of columns, then it improves the performance while fetching the data. Because I won't display only student data only. Yes, we are fetching data from student master table. I want to display what are the courses are offered by Naresh IT. I want to see. By using course database, we can see who are the paid the student fees. I'm fetching on this one only. First of all, if you want to fetch this type of data, the table contains only 3 or 4 columns only, na? Yeah, above table contains 20 columns. Now it contains only 3 columns. That is one advantage. The second advantage is, okay, now I want to display this type of record I want to display. I want to generate one report, sir. I want to generate one report. What the report now? This is my report I want to generate. Student ID, student name, batch ID, batch timings, and which course they joined, course ID, batch ID, and faculty ID. I want to display faculty ID and faculty name and fee structure. But observe this right now. In this table, student ID, student name is available in master table. Course ID is available in course table. Batch ID is available in batch table. Here, what I can do now? I want fetching data from multiple tables. Every time not required. When you want to generate report, at the time when it is required to generate, we are fetching data from multiple tables. Otherwise, not required. So, if you want to generate this type of report, then inside the table, our database columns are available in different tables. It is available. Right or not? In this scenario, we are fetching data from multiple tables in single report. How it is possible? By using joins. By using joins, it is possible. Okay? What is meaning of join? To retrieving data from more than one table in a Single query. So retrieving data from more than one table in a single query by using joins. Joins are best example for relational databases. Okay. Right. So what is syntax of join? What is syntax of join? Join syntax. We are fetching data from more than one table. Na? Select table 1 dot column 1, table 1 dot column 2, table 1 dot table 2 dot column 1, table 2 dot column 2, table 2 dot column 3, something. From table 1 comma table 2, where condition, where table 1 dot column equal to table 2 dot. So this is the join condition, sir. This is a join condition. So join condition means one column is belongs to one table, one column belongs to another table. Both we are placed in where clause. Okay, both we placed in where clause. This is called as a join condition. Understand? Huh? Join condition means one column belongs to one table, that column belongs to another table. That is. Alright guys, this is the example. Okay, here table 1 comma table, we are fetching data from these tables. We are fetching the data. Right. Now, if join conditions are placed in where clause of selected. Join conditions are placed in where clause of select statements. Select statement where clause 1 we can place the join conditions. Okay. If this is the most important formula, guys. Interview question also. If n tables are joined, there will be minimum n minus 1. Minimum n minus 1 join conditions are required. If n tables are joined, then minimum n minus 1 join conditions are required, guys. That is compulsory, mandatory. Suppose I join two tables, 2 minus 1, one condition, here one join condition. If I join 4 tables, 4 minus 1, 3. 3 join conditions required. This one condition, another condition, another condition. That is a minimum, sir. Minimum. Okay. Suppose I join 5 tables, 4 join conditions required. Suppose I write down only 2 conditions for it. Out of 4, I write down 2 conditions. Then what happens? Query is not showing in error, guys. Query is executed. Query is executed 100%. The problem is you will get a wrong output. You will get a cross-join output you will get. Okay, guys? That's why once you write the join queries, you should be follow this formula. N minus 1 joint conditions are required minimum. Maybe conditions are increased, no problem at all, but it should not be decreased. That is it. Right, guys. But where I can exactly use joints now? Joint queries. Joint queries are used for to generate reports like daily reports, weekly reports, monthly reports, okay, invoices. Next one is salary statements, leave reports, progress reports. To generate any type of report, then joins are required. That's why in real time, if you develop any application, suppose I develop a hospital application I developing right now, automation of hospitals. Okay, then doctor form I develop doctor table, patient table, inpatient table, outpatient table, and employees, everything I design, and insert records are also inserted good. Finally, you should be generate reports, bills you want to generate. If you pay the amount, then they generate one bill actually. In that bill, what it contains? Patient ID, patient name, which doctor to consult, right or wrong, and hospital details. Everything is available in that bill actually. Means inside the table, inside the database. In the bill, what are the data we have? The data is available in single table inside the database. No. Doctor master table is different. Patient table is different. Inpatient is different. Outpatient is different. And fee structure is different. Right or wrong? Everything is different tables. But in that bill now, multiple table columns we are placed in that bill. How it is possible? By using joins. That is, joins are used to generate different types of reports. Reports are most important. Reports means presentation. If you take companies, every quarterly, half-yearly, yearly, they generate some annual reports. How they generate annual reports? By using joins, overlap functions. Right or wrong? Yes. That's why joins are most important in real time. You are applying as a front-end developer or back-end developer. Joins are mandatory, guys. Compulsory. 100%. By using front-end application, we can design rich application. We can design with your different colors, different font sizes, different font styles. You created good look of front-end application, but without reports, what is use of that front-end application? Is not possible. Okay, compulsory joins mandatory for every developer must learn this concept. Okay, right. So the types of joins, guys. Types of joins. Types of joins. Types of joins. So Oracle supports 5 types of joins. Oracle supports 5 types of joins. Sorry. First one is equi-join or simple join. Equi-join or simple join. Next one is non-equi-join. Third one is Cartesian join, outer joins, subjoins. These are the 5 types of joins supported by our Oracle database. Okay, equijoin, non-equijoin, Cartesian join, outer join, and subjoin. Right. To write any type of joins, Oracle returns one common error message is C. What are the common error messages? Suppose this is our employee table, guys. This is our department table, right or wrong? I want to fetching a department number from both tables. Both tables, department number. Select DEPT and go from EMP, comma, DEPT, I write down. Select EMP, comma, DEPT and go from EMP, I write down. From EMP, comma, DEPT. Select department number from EMP, comma, DEPT, I write down. See, you got one error, guys. What is error? Column is ambiguously defined. Ambiguity error. Ambiguity means confusion. Confusion. Because our database is confusing, both tables contains similar column name, same column name, right or wrong? Now system is confusing which department is belongs to which table, employee table or department table, because both table contains similar column name. This is called ambiguity error, sir. Ambiguity error. This error is common for any join to write. Okay. If joining tables contains similar column name, then Oracle returns above error message. Oracle returns above error message. To avoid that error message, then to use preceding column names, to use table names or table aliases. That is compulsory. Preceding common column names, to use table names or table aliases to differentiate. Table names or table aliases. See an example. Select emp.dept and from emp, comma, dept. Yes. I say to system clearly. Yes. Then displays out. This department belongs to department table only. I say to system clearly. Now query is executed, guys. Query is executed. Okay, guys. So right, but how to write these join queries? How many types of joins are there? We discuss one by one. The first one is actually equijoin. First one is equijoin. The first one. Okay. What is equijoin? How it is? The coming session we'll discuss this. Okay. So any doubts in today's session, guys? Any doubts in today's session? Okay, guys. Okay, right. Thank you.
Recording stopped.